Hello, this is Chops, and welcome to my channel where, well, we used to talk about the lore of the Android universe, but if you've been subscribed to me all this time, then you probably noticed I haven't made a new video in a couple years. So pretty much the main catalyst between me stopping making videos was a lot of my Netrunner cards were stolen out of my car, including all my cool promo stuff and like the new playmat that I just bought. So that was kind of a sad day. And then simultaneously I've been playing a lot, but I was also losing a lot at the time, just not competing very well against the very competitive scene that was going on, the meta that was going on in the San Francisco Bay Area. So yeah, it just wasn't really working out, and I fell out of the game pretty hard. So there was a pretty cool lore book that came out, if you've seen that. It explained a lot of the stuff about the moon base and Mars, and just a lot of the lore that I had pretty much covered in some of my videos, so probably invalidated a lot of it. I never actually read it myself, but if you were interested in the lore and you haven't heard of this book, you should check it out. It seems pretty cool. So yeah, if you're only here for Netrunner lore, I'm sorry, that's not going to come back, and I would totally understand if you want to unsubscribe. I did have a lot of fun making those videos, but I'm not going to be making Netrunner videos anymore. With that said, I do want to reboot the channel and talk about a new game. This would be the newest Fantasy Flight card game designed by Richard Garfield called Keyforge. The main thing about Keyforge is that it is a unique deck game where the only unit that you buy is a deck. You can't buy individual cards, you can't trade cards. You can only buy decks and trade decks. And that means that each deck is procedurally generated, hopefully having a good combination set built within it, but you're going to have to work with what you get. And then if you don't like that deck, you can trade it with someone else or buy a new deck, and it's just a $10 buy-in for the game. So that's pretty interesting. I'm definitely interested in seeing how that goes. I currently actually have a deck that I got from Gen Con, so I've been playing a little bit with that. Also playing a bit on Tabletop Simulator, and the gameplay seems really fun. It's unique in the way that there's no mana, and you have 3 different houses, but you can only call one house at a time per turn. So there's a lot of synergy and gameplay within that. So yeah, I'm pretty excited, and I have read a little bit about the lore behind it, but there really isn't a whole lot out there yet. My plan is to make Keyforge lore videos similar to what I did with Netrunner, with in-depth discussions about some of the little details that you can find here and there throughout the Fantasy Flight's news posts, and they have some like short stories that they're making and quotes here and there on the cards can add a little bit of information. So what I do is I like to grab all that, put it together, and talk about a specific topic. Information is pretty scarce right now because it's currently pre-launch, so that seems like part of the fun though, because this is like they're calling it the dawn of discovery. So I probably want to start the discussion of what we already know about the Crucible, about the Architects and the Archons, what is Ember, and what are the Vaults, and why are we trying to open them. And then we can get into what we know about each of the 7 houses. So that's all for this video. If you're interested in videos about Keyforge lore and more, please subscribe. Comment below what you all think if you want to see Keyforge, what you're excited about, and if you're excited at all, or if you don't think the game's going to work out very well because of its unique model. Anyway, thanks for tuning in.